Hello people, and today this is Mel from Secondhand Vision playing Kingdom Rush. Yay! So these are the options. You've got the credits, so you can watch all them and see all the people that were involved in making this game. Your options are mostly just your sound effects and your music. And then you've got your games. So you've got a couple of slots that you can use. I'm going to start a new game, which is this one. For people that haven't played tower defense games before, you know, you've got like Plants vs Zombies and Orcs Must Die. They're sort of tower defense similar games. This one has its own little sort of quirks about it. You've got your hero room, which at the moment they're all locked. We won't actually have any heroes to use yet, but there's a couple there, and you can see they all do sort of different things. You've got so let's go to Sir Gerald Lightseeker. This is like his melee sort of strength. This is his health, and this is his ranged attacks, and then this is how fast he moves around, sort of the thing. They've all got their own little bios, and they've got special abilities that each of them have different. As we go on through the game, you get upgrades, and so you can upgrade. This is like your archery and your like sort of your melee sort of guard people, and your mages and your bombers, and you've got these other two special abilities, and it's just a tree that you decide where you want to put your points. You got a little encyclopedia which tells you what they do and whether they're fast or slow or whatever. So the archer tower, you always start with this one. You get archers, essentially you get two of them. They're a short distance target, 4 to 6 people they can hit, I'm assuming, and it's an average speed. So, and that's the same with the barracks. So you've got soldiers, the health, how much they hit for, how long the respawn time is. Just once they die, then they'll come back out and blah blah. You got your mage tower, and you've got your dwarven bomber thing. Cool. So that's that, and you've got your achievements, which most games have. You can look at the type of enemies and stuff in the encyclopedia too. But let's just get into it. So this is the first level that we get to play. So they'll move along, they'll probably come up here and down here, and if they go past a certain point, then that's when you start losing like health points. So you get 20 health, and if you let so many through, they're worth so many points, and it just gets taken off that. Cool. It's so slow. Come on. Sheepies. So when it finally decides to load, there'll be different types of enemies. So some of them might be like archers, whatever. Okay, cool. So this is how to play. Protect your lands from the enemy attack. Build defenses along the road to stop them. So once they pass this blue shield thing, that's when they start getting taken off your health points, which is up there. Cool. So you can construct these things, so they automatically have plots, so you don't actually get to decide where to put them. They're already assigned to where you can actually put certain things. You've got your archers or whatever. You can just build them just by clicking on the one that's the little arrows. Cool. And there are 4 basic types. So this is the one we were talking about. So the archer tower, a barracks, a mage guild, and artillery. So some of them are high. The mage guys are like high damage, but they're armor piercing. Soldiers mostly block, and archers are just a good rate of fire. And the artillery, the bomber guys, they deal areas of damage. Cool. So now we get to choose. So we've got our monies up here. So we'll call them, I don't know, they could be dollars, they could be pennies, they could be cents, they could just be gold in general. It wants us to build here, so generally I'll like build an archer sort of here, and I'll put some barracks down here to sort of keep them in the archers. You can sort of move them around too, so anywhere in the circle that you want them to move to, you can do that. So you sort of want them to be, generally this is just the way I play, you may play it completely different. I like to put them so that when they're blocking them, the archers are actually able to hit them as well. So the mage towers are generally pretty expensive, and same with the bombers. They do a ridiculous amount of damage compared to some of the other things, but yeah, it just depends on what you like and how you like to play. I like to build quite a lot of archers. It's better when later on in the levels you'll have more where they'll actually need to sort of have the mage towers to take off some of their armor damage, like to damage some of their armor and stuff like that. So to start the game you can either click here, and so it even tells you what's coming in. So it's going to be 3 goblins, or you can start here too. It doesn't matter really which one you click, they both do the exact same thing. So let's just click that one. So you can look here and it can tell you what it does. So it's got low health, it's average speed, and they're small evil humanoids with no outstanding abilities. So they're like just the basic of enemies. And if you want to, you can call it early if you think that you'll probably be pretty good with handling them. So it's pretty easy. Let's build another barracks and we'll just move them so that they're all in the same archer sort of range. They will still move to the target, but where they're basically standing is where you'll put them. These guys are pretty easy to deal with. Oh yeah, that's right, totally forgot about this. So you get this special little power where you get to just randomly call 2 of these guys in. So here they are. It's like a little farmer dude and his farmhand. And you can just like put them out every 10 seconds. It's pretty fast respawn actually. I find that in the later levels you can actually upgrade them and you can make them so that they have like really crazily good armor and stuff like that. So at the moment we can't upgrade any of our towers. They're just the basic sort of things. So we might put down another archer. So we'll just call them early. At the moment it's pretty easy really. So you do get a little bit of extra gold when you do call them early. So new enemy, orcs. An orc. Tough savages with light armor, and slow speed. I don't know why it says it twice. Okay, cool. So these guys have a little bit of armor. This is where probably the mage towers, the mage guild, whatever you call them, would actually be really good because they do pack a bit of a punch to the small little barrack soldier dudes. Soldier dudes, that's what we should call them. But yeah, they seem to handle them pretty well. Their health regen's pretty fast as well. Some enemies wear different levels of armor that protect them against physical attacks. So they take less damage from the soldiers, artillery and stuff like that. Let's see, still don't have quite enough money to... Ooh, it's a huge wave. Still can't upgrade anything. Got our little dudes, might put our little dudes out. Reinforce! Yeah. So the idea will be to hopefully fill out some of these other patches. We'll just call them early. You could always do with some money. So this is just telling you that you can move them to wherever you want them to start at, pretty much, which is pretty easy. We've got some money now. I think I want to save up for a mage tower thingy, maybe. It's better too when you get a hero. You can actually, they start down here near the flags, and they sort of your last sort of defense before they get past the flags and stuff like that. You can actually move them out because you want them to attack so that they can get leveled up, and when they get leveled up they get their special abilities and things like that. They do become more handy. Let's chuck the mage tower down. It's funny how they're on like this little pedestal. It makes you think if there was this game ages and ages ago. It's like a stickman thing, and you could like just on iPhone, and you'd like flick them up and stuff. And they actually had like mage towers like that. It was so funny. Yay! So this is a rain of fire. So this is pretty cool. This is just like an area of attack sort of thing, and you just pop it down. I wait until they bunch up as much as possible, so that when you use it, you hit quite a few. And it like instant death practically, which is pretty good. These guys are getting bored. They're thinking, where are these, orcs? I haven't seen any. So that was pretty easy level because that really was just the intro. It does get a lot harder throughout the levels, and I know that from experience because there's one I'm just getting owned on. Okay, so I'm probably going to end it here. I know we didn't actually get to anything fantastic yet. So sad. Cool, so that was easy. Until then, stay cool because that's what you got to do. All right, bye.